Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Uswatun Hasanah. I am a student of Man 1 Lombok Timur. On this occasion, let me deliver my speech with the theme Education and Wealth. What is the relationship? Well, dear my beloved brother and sister, what is education? Why do we have to get the highest education? But before that, if you heard the word education, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it school, or learning, or maybe something else? Yes, we all know that education has a very broad meaning and every individual must also have their own views on education. But here, I will convey my own views on education. Well, I interpret that education is not only a learning process in the classroom, but also an experience. Why do I say so? Because from the experience, we will really get the meaning of the real education. From experience, we will get lessons that will always stick in the memory. This is certainly different from the knowledge or education we get from formal learning, which I believe will not be stored long in our brain memory. Dear my beloved brother and sister, in the minds of most people, someone who has a higher level of education is sometimes considered to have an easier path to success. And there are some in our society who still think that only people who have wealth can only get higher education, while people with average financial capabilities can only get formal education up to high school. However, we need to reconstruct the mindset of our society. Now, higher education itself not only will lead us to be success, and we have to remember, higher education is not only be obtained by those who have wealth, but also for everyone. For example, we often see children of rich people who have higher education, but they cannot utilize the result of the knowledge they get, and as a result, they become unemployed. However, because of his background of having rich family, so he got success. But if we symbolize wealth as success, of course, success is not only for those who are highly educated and born rich. However, people with ordinary financial capabilities, average education can also get a success. This is because they can collaborate the knowledge they get through formal learning with the experience they get from their social environment. This is where the difference between a rich person child with higher education and an ordinary person with average education lies, namely in the experience in the social environment. Well, do you know Mrs. Puji Astuti? Yes, who doesn't know her? She is the former Minister of Maritime Affairs and Fisheries. She is one example of a person with ordinary education from ordinary families but can be successful as a minister. Of course, she is appointed without any reason as a minister. She already has an experience in marine matters, deserves to be the Minister of Maritime Affairs. Even people said she is only have an education up to second grade of senior high school. In fact, she makes a scholarship as her subordinate. This means not always higher education directly leads us to success. Besides Mrs. Susi Puji Astuti, there are many other figures with ordinary education from ordinary families but can be successful people and have big influence on this country. Well, dear my beloved brother and sister, from the things that I described earlier, I draw the conclusion that higher education is not the only one guarantee leading us to be success, but we also need an experience. But remember friends, don't make this an excuse not to pursue education. Because with education, we are one step closer to success than people who are not educated at all. Therefore, stay educated so we can replace today's leader in the future. Well, I think that's all from me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.